I shall call him Minnie.
Hi there. In this video I'd like to show you an updated version of the little survival tin that I've shown you on a previous video, in the survival kits video. This was the little tobacco tin, Golden Virginia tobacco tin for hand rolling cigarettes that I think my father had. It measures about 11 centimetres by 8 centimetres, it's about 3 centimetres deep, but it's a very, very handy little size. It's just the right size really for a little mini survival tin. I think the BCB combat survival tins and the mountain survival tins, I think is pretty much the same sort of thing anyway. But I've been constantly updating this and fine tuning it. I mean, it's still open to adaptation at the moment, but I think I've pretty much got this thing packed to the gunnels. So here's how it is at the moment. One of the latest additions is this little multi-tool, which is made by BCB, and this excuse me, this now gives me the ability to cut, saw and open all in one very, very handy little device. Now it's made from stainless steel. It's fairly thick, as you can see there. I mean, I cannot bend this. But this one little device has a little knife edge, so that's the dog. Saying, oh, he's making another video again. A little serrated edge there, so it can act as a saw, although holding it is kind of tricky. And a bottle opener, as well as a can opener, which is a very, very handy thing. Okay, it's the type, but at least you've got that facility. A ruler in case you want to measure something. Flat blade screwdriver. This is actually for putting a button compass in, but unfortunately my button compass is smaller than this, so it just falls right through, but anyway. And these other two pieces here are multi-size wrenches for various size bolt heads. So again, very, very handy little tool, lots of things all in one and very neatly packed indeed. Maglite torch. This is the solitaire model, the single AAA battery. Okay, it's not as bright as an LED, but again the whole concept of this tin is it's a short-term survival kit. Now the good thing with the non-LED Maglites, as you know, is you can take the lens off and it becomes a candle. Again, not a great deal of light, but again, it might be all that you need. So we've got one of those. An antiseptic wipe. Now this is of the alcoholic type, which again I prefer to the non-alcoholic type because I always feel the alcohol helps to sterilise a wound. Plus, I've never tried it, but without having an alcohol content, it may take a spark if you're needing to use as a tinder. I'll need to give that a try sometime. I don't know if that would work, but anyway, I've got one of those in there. In case you get lucky, and by lucky I mean find some supply of water, you have a condom to carry that water to and from the source to your camp or wherever you're needing the water, as well as the purpose for which it was intended. Again, something else that I've added recently has been, instead of the tea lights that you often see in some of these kits, the little round tea lights, excuse me, whilst the F-16, 2 F-16s fly past, sorry, 3 F-16, 4 F-16s have just flown past. Earlier, sorry, what day is this? It's Monday. On Saturday it was the local air bases air show and all the aircraft are leaving today. So that was the 4 F-16s. Anyway, as I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by the US Air Force there. Instead of a tea light, I've been putting these into the kits, which are children's birthday cake candles. Now, between the 4 of these, I would imagine they'll probably, I don't know, it depends on the tea light of course, but they'll last a fair bit of time. Again, this is a short-term kit, so these might be just enough just to give you either a light, a little bit of heat. I used to have a lighter in here, but a lighter's fairly bulky, so I've put these in, and of course, in order to get them lit in the first place, I've now included a little bag of waterproof matches, again with the little striker as well, sort of hurricane matches or whatever they're called. So there's 10 of them in there. Again, the same little pack of Elastoplasts. There's a strip as well as the individuals, so we have that. The trusty fire steel, that's the little the BCB one. which has the little flint in there supported by a metal steel bar, as well as the hacksaw blade. So there's, again, that could obviously, it's probably a little bit more effective than the multi-tool saw, but again, the ability to make spark and fire. Safety pins, 5 safety pins, very, very handy. This is actually the cord that came off my compass, which I thought would probably be better suited in here. It's not terribly long, but it might be enough just to tie things up. A few little sachets of salt, either for flavouring food or sterilising, or just providing a source of salt as well. There's the little button compass I was telling you about, which you've probably already seen, which unfortunately doesn't fit that. I mean, I don't know that you could really trust this, but I mean, it gives you a general skiffy as to which way north is. Painkillers, we've got both ibuprofen and paracetamol, so there's an option there for people. Got 4 of those. Water purification tablets. I've actually managed to cram in 2 cards which have 10 tablets each. So there's 20 tablets, each tablet capable of doing up to 1 litre of water, so there's 20 litres of water. So that's a fair bit. I've added these little sewing kits into a few of the kits. I mean, it's the little plastic card that this is on was actually a little spreader for wood filler. So I just cut little notches out either side and wrapped the thread around it and stuck a couple of needles in there. There's 3 needles in there, because you're always losing needles, so there's 3. The wire saw, which since I last made the survival kit video, I've actually put to the test, and boy, this thing just slices through wood. For what it is, I mean, I'll have the big chainsaw one, the Webtex one, but this is the little one with the little finger loops, and it was very, very effective indeed. I think it was about a 5 or 6 inch log that this cut through, no bother at all. The heliograph, again, we've since put this to the test with a friend of mine, and once you get the hang of aiming it properly through the little sight, it was very, very, very effective, blinding about 100 yards, so again, over a greater distance, no problem at all. Razor blade, a very, very old razor blade, but still quite sharp, and it's a double-edged blade, which isn't probably the best idea. I mean, you should get rid of those ones that have the little trim on the side for cutting things, but anyway, there's a razor blade in there. And a magnifying lens, using that sort of Fresnel lens principle, with the concentric circles. As you can see, it's a fairly effective magnifier. I can't really think of anything else to put in this. I don't have any sort of insect repellent. I don't have a whistle, and perhaps something in here could go for a whistle to replace, but I'm fairly happy with what's in here. It's a lot for just this little tin. And compared to the other kits that I've seen, the BCB's Combat Survival Tin and the other survival tins, it's a fairly good representation of all the different things that can be used, so yeah, I'm quite happy with this one. That's a lot of stuff in a little space, and I think I might go ahead and tape it up. So one thing I don't have actually, I'll maybe put a few cups of duct tape in it, wrap some electrical tape around the outside, and maybe even some duct tape around the outside again. Softens the edges as well as giving you tape as well. So there we go, thanks for watching, I'll see you again soon, bye.